What's up everybody, welcome in Abu Dhabi for round 18 of the championship. Looking at the qualifying results, Greek Don't Lie on pole position once again, and it's very close between the 4 drivers behind him. So Solid, Dan 27, myself and Moss 611, followed by Indrexen in P6. Further down we have Woody, Tedger, Gonna Gamble, Beza, The Holy Sam, Red Tabor and Kex35 completing the grid. As we are about to start the race at one of my favorite tracks on the calendar. First I want to apologize for the delay on this video. Last week I had a cold and you can probably still hear it in my voice, but it's a lot better now and I'm able to do the commentary for you guys. Interestingly, there was 26% chance of rain expected for this race. I feel it's a bit hard to read anything out of these percentages, but I honestly expected a dry race here.
We're looking for a finish in the top 4 in today's race.
Let's see what surprises are in store for us as the lights are coming up. And the lights are out, we are underway in Abu Dhabi. I'm getting a good launch off the line and I'm already on the inside of Aero, Dan 27 as we're braking for turn 1. I'm just about able to pause him and take 3rd place here, as meanwhile So Solid has taken the lead from Greek Don't Lie, and we are right on the back of the Sauber driver as we are braking for this tricky chicane, especially on heavy fuel. Don't run too wide here, a bit wide there, but able to get the car nicely around the hairpin here and going to try and stay with the front runners and get in their slipstream, as it seems that there has some action taken place behind me with Gonna Gamble now moving up to 4th place, but now braking for this chicane here. Important to get a good exit out of here as Greek Don't Lie gets up the inside of So Solid to take the lead back, and a little bump there in the Toro Rosso driver's back from me, but nothing major. We are still going strong here as we are approaching another triple chicane here where So Solid runs a bit wide there and I can take advantage. Yes, I take a 2nd place from him. So we are already up 2 places from where we started, and it's looking very good now. And now it's about keeping up with Greek Don't Lie, who's looking really quick in qualifying and has a good start of this race as well. And as we are skipping ahead to the following lap, you can see it's hard to keep up with the Sauber driver ahead of me. And as I get a bit too much on the curb there, I almost lose it and spin off, but it was just a semi-spin. I'm able to save the car, but obviously losing some time there. But it seems that So Solid and Moss are battling hard for 3rd place behind me, so they are still about 2 seconds behind me as Greek Don't Lie is setting the fastest lap of the race. And I get a radio message that there is light rain expected in around 15 minutes from now, and I was really surprised to see the weather report giving us a 26% chance of rain, but I will be really surprised if it actually will rain here in the race. And as we are skipping ahead now to lap 5, you can see I've just done a new personal best there, a 146.5. But Aero Dan 27 putting in a 145 already is 7/10 quicker than us on that previous lap, and he's gaining on me quickly as he's only 1.2 seconds behind us. He will probably just not get the DRS this lap, but he is going to be getting that soon, I suppose, as we are skipping ahead to the following lap where you can see Dan 27 is getting the DRS. He's now within 1 second of my car, and he is just a bit too far away, it seems, to try and move here, but he will get the DRS another time at the 2nd DRS zone here at this straight. And I do get a pretty good run through the chicane, it seems, That gives me a nice exit, but I do have to take a bit of a defensive line here to make sure that he is not able to go up my inside, and making sure to keep third place here. But Dan27 putting a lot of pressure on me as we are skipping ahead to lap 7, and you can see I'm running just a bit wide there at the chicane. It's going to compromise my exit and my run through the hairpin, as Dan27 is much closer this time, and of course getting the DRS again. And this time I will probably have a hard time to defend from the double world champion, as he makes a move up the inside of me. I chose not to defend the inside here to get a much better run through the chicane here, and maybe come back at him at the second straight where I will get the DRS. As I'm getting the DRS right now, he's defending the inside here to the triple chicane. I'm trying to go and take the outside line here, but he just defends that off brilliantly. As you can see, he's giving me no chance to overtake, so I'm falling back to third place now, with So Solid about 2 seconds behind us. And skipping ahead to the following lap, you can see I'm still in the DRS zone of the Mercedes driver, but I'm nowhere near him. Getting a bit closer now through the chicane, and pushing hard to try and get a good exit, but pushing a bit too hard it seems, and almost losing it there. I lost the rear a bit, and I'm falling back into the hands of So Solid, as he's now right on the back of us. We still have the DRS in order to defend the place, but he's now right on the back of me, going through the triple chicane here, and he's putting some pressure on us.
Looking at the radar, it looks like we might have light rain in about 5 minutes.
Skipping ahead to the following lap, and you can see Dan27 is just taking off there. He's already more than 3 seconds ahead of us, and So Solid is also right on the back of me as we exit the hairpin onto the straight, and he is in the DRS zone, obviously going to get the DRS. Probably have to defend here, but I choose to stay on the outside line here. He's just not able to get a run on me, but now going on to the second straight, I'm just hugging the inside wall here and covering off that line. So he has to go to the outside here, and similar to what Dan27 earlier did to us, I'm now doing to So Solid, and I'm able to defend a third place for now. And as you can see, we are skipping ahead to the following lap, and again in the braking zone for the chicane here, but this time So Solid seems to be a bit closer, and he gets a really good run through the chicane. He just is on the back of us there on our inside, and I have to give room for the Doroso driver in order to keep it safe, and he does get up the inside there for the triple chicane. Runs a bit wide and uses the off track, but makes that stick, and I'm moving down to fourth place now with Mars 611, still not far behind. And as we brake here for this corner, I have to take avoiding action because I was really close to the Toro Rosso driver. That allows Mars 611 to get through, and Mars 611 just right away messes that corner up and puts it in the wall. So that will allow us to take fourth place back, and the following lap here, it's So Solid who made a mistake, so we are back up into third place and taking advantage of those mistakes by these drivers. And as we are coming up to the start of lap 12, I'm 11 seconds behind Dan27 already. And now skipping ahead to the end of lap 13, you can see it has started raining, and I'm coming to the end of my tires here, with the tire indicator showing us that my tires are wearing out, as Woody suddenly was catching up quickly, and he's on the back of me as I decide to make my first stop here and come in and get these tires changed, as I didn't feel a lot of grip. And now it's going to be crucial what I am going to choose. I'm going for another set of options, as I don't feel it's wet enough for the inters, and I basically didn't expect to need the inters, as I was still having the India race in mind, the previous race where I made an unnecessary pit stop for the inters, and almost running into the back of Woody, who just came out of the pits there, and he chose the intermediate tires. So different strategies going on here as he runs wide at the hairpin. It seems that my options are a better choice at the moment, and still having good grip on these options as we are skipping ahead to the end of the lap. And you can see I'm catching up quickly with RaceDepartment here, who stayed out on his prime tires, so he still has to make his first stop, and we are visibly much quicker than him, and he makes a mistake there. He loses the rear a bit there, and that allows me to move up into 4th place. But as you can see through this final corner here, I'm just running a bit wide there, getting a bit of understeer, and it seems that the rain is not stopping. I was actually expecting the rain to stop, and now running off the track here, it's getting really slippery and wet on the track, and in contrast to what happened at India, where the weather improved quickly and we didn't really need the intermediate tires there, as I made 2 unnecessary pit stops because of that. I now seem to have gambled the wrong choice again, and have to come in again and get these intermediate tires on the car, because it's obviously too wet for the slicks, and this is of course losing me a lot of places and a lot of time, falling back down the grid to P7. And as you can see, we are not far behind Mas 611, as we are having some good pace on these inters, to be honest, and it has to be said that I was feeling comfortable, and I'm looking a lot better than Mas 611 on these tires, as he seems to be a bit struggling in these conditions, and especially at that part of the track where he just made a mistake in the dry part of the race, and now again almost losing the rear. So we are looking to make our way past the Sauber driver quickly, with Indrexen 2.4 seconds behind us, so we have some breathing space to him as we continue to follow the Sauber driver around these corners. And as we are coming up to the braking zone for the chicane here, you can see I'm taking a good line through here, but Mas 611 running off there a bit, and that allows us to easily take the place before the straight and move up to P6. Skipping ahead now to the following lap and the start of lap 21. You can see we have caught up to the back of RaceDepartment in the Williams, as he made a good call for the intermediate tires, and it seems that starting on the prime tires worked out well for him, so he didn't need to do the extra pit stop that we had to do. But it was obvious that he was a bit slower in pace than us, and we managed to catch up with him rather quickly. And as you can see, he runs a bit wide there at the hairpin, so that allows us for an early pass on him even before we get to the straight. And I'm going to use all my curves here and stick to the inside line to defend the place from him, and it seems that it's not over yet, but I'm not feeling the need to cover the inside off, so just hoping that he doesn't make a dive up the inside of us, and he doesn't do that. So we are up to P5. Skipping ahead to my third pit stop of this race, going for the prime tires, as the rain eased off a bit and the track was clearly drying out. I felt it was the right time to go for the prime tires and maybe go for a option stint at the end of the race. But we are coming out of the pits in P4, so we have gained 1 place, and that's the place of Greek Don't Lie, who unfortunately disconnected, and that was the end of his race, as we are about 15 seconds behind Woody, and we are about 5 seconds ahead of Indrexen, and we are going to try and make up some lost ground as we are skipping ahead to the end of lap 26, and I was on a good lap here as the sun is about to set at the Yas Marina circuit. This is of course a unique race with the sunset taking place during the race, and I feel it's the most beautiful race to take part in, with that transition as we are about to cross the line to set the fastest lap of the race so far. And skipping ahead now a bit further into the race, coming to the end of our stint on the primes here at lap 39. You can see I've caught up with Woody in the McLaren. He's just ahead of us now, and making a mistake out of the final corner there. He got probably on the curb there and spun off it into the wall a bit and damages his front wing a little bit, but we are easily taking third place from him as we were catching up with him rather quickly during the prime stint, and now skipping ahead to what is hopefully going to be the final stop of my race with 14 laps to go. We are stopping from second place, but Dan 27 is going to pass us in the pits here, so we are coming out in third place as Dan 27 made his final stop one lap earlier than us. We are just going to try and at least stay in our podium position and maybe challenge the front runners, as we are only 6 seconds behind Dan 27. So we've caught up with the Mercedes driver a lot during the prime stint as well. Skipping ahead to the following lap, it seems that Dan 27 has taken the lead of this race, and So Solid made his final stop and came out behind the Mercedes driver in second place. And we are about 4 seconds ahead of Woody as we skip ahead to lap 50, and the three of us at the front are all on the option tires now and fighting for the win here in Abu Dhabi. I was having some good pace here, especially in the dry, and some good consistency, and wondering what I could have done if it was a fully dry race and not losing that amount of time in the intermediate conditions, as we are now about 4 seconds behind the Toro Rosso driver, So Solid, so we are gaining on him. But will it be enough is the question, as we are about 8.5 seconds ahead of Woody, so Woody is falling back a bit. But skipping ahead to the end of the race here, I did not save a lot of fuel. I had to turn the fuel down for the final couple of laps, and that just disabled me from going for the victory or challenging So Solid. As you can see, he's about 7 seconds ahead of us. And coming around turn 1 here, I lose the rear coming off that curb, and I hit the wall, which destroys my front wing, and that of course is a costly mistake, which allows Woody to take third place from us, as we are now down into fourth place and having to do a full lap without a front wing, which is replaced right now by the team. That is of course a very disappointing end to this race, where I was having a good comeback run and worked my way up into a podium position, just to lose it there with 2 laps remaining. I was really disappointed, as I felt I deserved a podium here considering my pace. But on a brighter note, Aerodan 27 wins the battle for the victory to So Solid, my main rival for second place in the championship. So he only gains 6 points in this race, and after this Grand Prix I'm still second place in the championship. And these are the full race results, with Aerodan 27 taking the win, followed closely by So Solid and Woody to complete the podium in third, myself in P4 ahead of Moss, Beza and RaceDepartment. Further down we have Tedger, Kex35, and not finishing the race are Indrexen, Gonna Gamble, The Holy Sam and Greek Don't Lie. And after 18 rounds, this is what the Drivers' Championship looks like. As we have come to an end of this round, I want to thank you for watching. and see you in the United States.